Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
May echo wala. Do I have an echo? Hello? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. May echo,
Okay.
sir.
May echo. Wait. How about now?
Wala na.
Pero naririnig niyo ako. Okay. Sorry for that. Another technical topic, which is your integumentary or the skin and the musculoskeletal. So this is all about your anatomy and physiology, meaning this is all about the disease and also the names of the different parts of the body. So good evening, Vic and Pamela, for our third week. So regarding the topic, so let's start with the skin. Your skin is also known as the biggest part of organ of your body, which is we call collectively as your integumentary system. So apart from the skin, so it's the surface, you also have your hair, your nails, and other glands that make up the integumentary. So it's the glands, it's your sweat and oil glands. So mainly yun yung dapat yung tandaan. Pag skin, hindi lang siya yung balat sa labas, but also yung mga nakakonect sa kanya. Especially yung nails natin and our hair. May narinig akong echo sa inyo, wala? Okay lang?
No.
So, knowing the skin, it's very important that we be able to identify the different layers because on the exam, the coding will rely on how deep or yung depth ng skin. So basically, your skin has three layers. So the surface, yung mismong sa balat niya, it's called the epidermis. So ito yung nilalagyan natin ng lotion, ito yung pinapaliguan natin, sinasabunan natin. The second layer beneath the epidermis is your dermis. So nandito na yung mga oil and sweat glands natin. Saka yung hair follicle. So kung medyo hairy ka, so makikita mo parang nakatanim yung hairs natin sa skin. So nandun siya sa ilalim, sa dermis. And after that dermis, you have now your subcutaneous tissue, which is mostly made out of fat. So kapag nagkaroon ka ng sugat or inoperahan ka, pag makikita mo na ito yung medyo yellowish, tapos para siyang sago-sago, parang ganun ang itsura niya, that's your subcutaneous. Ayan. So mahalagang tandaan yan kasi depende sa lalim ng sugat or even yung stitching, dun ka magmamatter kung anong codes ang ilalagay mo, especially sa surgery. So for the anatomy, your skin is mainly composed of different skin cells layer, which is hindi naman importante kung ano ba siya, kung squamous cell or basal cell, pero mahalaga lang na alam natin kung saan located bawat isa. So again, your sweat pore or your sweat glands, as well as your oil glands, are located in your dermis. So, ito yung roots ng hair. Then this is your sweat. Nakikita niyo yung arrow ng mouse. This is the sweat glands. Nakikita niyo yung arrow ng mouse ko while I move? Okay.
Yes, makikita po.
Your subcutaneous is also called your adipose. So, fat, subcutaneous, adipose, those are all synonymous. So, it's the fat layer. beneath the skin. So, general, yun lang ang kailangan natin matandaan or matutunan sa skin. So, epidermis, from the prefix epi, meaning nasa labas. Then dermis, sa yung middle layer. So, ang purpose niya, physical barrier, so panlaban sa mga bacteria, virus, and also sa mga physical, like gas-gas, para hindi tayo masugatan. So, para lang siya talagang wall. Now, your dermis, it knows how your mga blood vessels. So, dyan dumadaan yung mga ugat natin and also the blood. So, pag nakita mo yung mga popping of your veins, nandun siya sa layer na yan. And kapag na-puncture mo, hanggang sa layer na yon, syempre lalabas yung dugo. Okay? And also, the nerve endings, it's the one that makes you feel kung ano yung mga hinahawakan mo. So, sa tactile, magalas ba siya, smooth, basa, or even sa temperature, kung malamig or mainit, nandyan yung mga layers ng nerve endings. So, in a way, interrelated si skin sa nervous system. Kasi from the skin, mararamdaman niyo yung heat or cold, yung mga veins mo, yung neurons mo sa nerve endings, magti-trigger yun sa brain. Para kung mainit, iiwas mo yung body part na nakakontakt sa mainit or kung ano pa man. Then, meaning hypo, nasa ilalim. Pag sinabi kasing hypo, it's either mababa. So, looking at the layers of the skin, epi is outside, dermis is the middle, then hypodermis, meaning below. So, these are now where your subcutaneous, adipose, tissues are located because it's the fat cells. And it is the thickest layer of the skin. So you could see yung mga subcutaneous usually sa tiyan. Kaya yung mga bilbil, yung malalaki yung tiyan, mas malaki yung part ng kanilang subcutaneous, which is mainly it's on the hypodermis layer. Now, together with the skin, they have the, sabi ko nga, reasons kung para saan siya or ano yung purpose niya. So, the skin has different effect or purpose in the body. So, first, it's the first line of our defense. So, as you can see in the figure, hindi madaling makapasok internally yung mga bacteria or pathogens, viruses. Kasi kapag intact yung skin mo, mag-i-stay lang siya sa surface. Until you wash it away, mawawala siya or mamamatay yung bacteria. Pero kapag nagkaroon ng rupture, so pag hindi na full yung coverage ng skin, that's the time na yung mga pathogens like viruses, fungus, bacteria can enter into the deeper layer and cause now harm, especially infection, whether it's viral, bacterial, or fungal, which is part of the disease ng skin. Okay? So, for the digestive system naman, we all know that yung mga lining ng organs natin is connected. Kasi lahat naman sila made out of cells and tissues. So, for the digestive, the main reason for the skin is helping our digestive system is through the conduction or pagkuha niya ng vitamin D from the sun. So, yung skin natin, meron dyang mga melanin or melanocytes wherein sila yung parang nagtatrap or nagde-deflect ng sunlight. And the energy from the sun, hahalo siya sa mga enzymes and chemicals in the body, which is magagamit ngayon ni liver sa ni kidney. So vitamin D, usually hindi mo siya nakukuha sa food na kinakain mo. It's talagang kailangan magpa-araw ka. And that's one reason that they say it's healthy for you to get sunlight in the morning. But too much sunlight can cause naman damage to your skin because the sun has ultraviolet rays in which harmful to our skin and they can only take specific amount. So for endocrine naman, um, this now are helps us in the secretion. For example, it means kumain ka ng rice or mataas yung carbs. So magsasweat ka because you burn the calories because too much carbohydrates is not good to your health. So kapag nagsusweat ka, it means nagbo-burn ka ng energy. And yung mga excess nun, especially yung mga toxins or mga byproducts, lalabas siya sa skin through your sweat glands. And also as oil. So, pag naman hindi mo na-consume lahat as energy yung kinain mo na food, mai-store naman siya dun sa layer ng adipose mo, which is your subcutaneous also, kasi yung carbohydrates na hindi mo nagamit, magiging taba siya. So, nagkakaroon ng problema sa obesity kasi kung mas madami yung calorie or mas madami yung energy na nai-store kesa nakokonsume mo sa activities mo, nagiging taba siya. So, sa endocrine, yun ang purpose ni skin, releasing ng byproduct ng energy conversion. And kapag i-store yung energy or yung glucose mo sa carbohydrate, adipose tissue siya mapupunta. For the reproductive organs naman, this both apply sa male and female. Kasi yung mga parts ng genitals natin, sila yung nagbibigay ng sensation. Especially during copulation, you have lots of nerve endings there. That's why having sex has a good feeling. For this female naman, in relations to our coding exam, kapag nagkaroon na ng natural birth and kapag masyadong malaki yung head and shoulder ng baby, hindi siya kasya lumabas dun sa birth canal and also dun sa opening ng female genital, may kinakat sila dito na portion para kumbaga mas maging stretchable siya to accommodate the delivery of the baby's head and the shoulder. And then after that, you will have to suture that. So ang tawag naman dun is colporrhaphy. Now, on this example, may tinatawag na labial fusion. So the opening nagiging strict siya. So nagdidikit siya and then you'll have problems because the normal should have different opening from your hymen to your urethra and your clitoris sa female. So kapag nagkaroon ng fusion, nagdidikit etong portion dito sa hymen. So kailangan niyang i-unopen. Okay? For our nervous system naman, it's more of our thermoregulators. So yung mga nerve endings natin, they can sense texture, pressure, and then your heat and cold. So, on the layers of the skin, you have your nerve endings na sabi nga natin, nandun yung sa dermis, which is the middle part. And these are the feelings or senses that the body can react to just based on the contact of the skin. For your respiration naman or respiratory process, there are what you call areas for thermoregulation. So meaning, mas madami dyang mga sweat glands. So especially if you are feeling warm, dyan yung mga areas na prone ka na mag-sweat or mag-release ka ng internal body heat. And also, when you are feeling cold, these are the areas naman where the body heat is centralized, especially on the most important part, which is your trunk or dito sa thoracic area, because most of your internal organs are located here. So you would feel na mas madali kang ginawin sa kamay, sa legs, kasi konti lang yung mga thermal receptors mo doon. And when you are feeling cold, yung body heat mo is mag-compensate sa area ng body na to. Also, your body hairs has something to do with your thermal regulation. So kapag mainit, yung body hairs mo is nag-relax. And kapag malamig naman, parang tumitigas yung body hairs mo kasi nagko-contract yung skin. Once na nag-contract yung skin, nag-minimize yung opening, so yung body heat mo, hindi madaling tumakas. While kapag masyado namang mainit, nagwa-widen yung opening ng skin para mas madaling mag-evaporate yung heat. That's why you perspire. Now, for the temperature regulator, it's controlled by your hypothalamus. It's part of the brain that detects whether you're feeling cold or you're feeling hot. So the normal temperature is, I think, 36.5 to 37.5. Anything higher or below that will trigger a reaction from your body. Especially kapag 37.5 pataas, I mean 37.6 pataas, that will be considered fever already. So kapag mainit yung katawan mo, mag-chills ka, kasi kailangan mong ilabas yung body heat. So eto, tandaan nyo ito, hypothalamus. It's the thermal center of the body, which is located sa brain. So that's more of the anatomy. Now eto, sabi ko nga sa inyo, pag too cold, nag-e-erect yung muscles, and then para makapag-trap din sila ng heat. And kapag masyado namang mainit, nagre-relax yung hairs, and yung opening is nag-widen. So this is what your opening on the skin looks like kapag nag-zoom in. And you have 2 to 4 million sweat glands, which are, dun sa previous slides, makikita natin kung saan mas maraming percentage. So yung mga salt mo, it's considered as one of the byproducts or parang toxins. Your salt is your sodium. So too much sodium in the body is not good because sodium attracts water. So kapag marami kang sodium sa katawan, magbe-bloat ka. And yung mga cells natin, they can only accommodate a certain limit of liquid or water inside the cell. And if there's too much water because of salt, pwede silang mag-burst. So destroying the healthy cells. So through that, yung sweat mo, kung titikman mo or ano mo, di ba maalat-alat siya? Kasi aside from the water, nandun yung mga salt, nitrogen, and other elements na hindi na kailangan ng body. So aside sa urination, pag-excrete mo ng mga byproducts, especially ng digestion mo, ng hydration, saka yung paglabas ng toxins ng katawan, sweating out is good for your body. Sabi nga nila, exercise nakakatulong sa pag-loss ng body weight kasi pag na-burn yung carbohydrates or even fats, so magre-release ka ng sweat. And aside from that, kasama dito yung mga Hindi kailangan elements like salt. The two glands that are important on your integumentary system is your sweat glands, and the medical term for that is your sudoriferous glands, while your oil glands is your sebaceous glands. So kapag yung mga terms na sebum, it came from the sebaceous term, meaning oil. So na-encounter natin yan sa types of skin, di ba? Kung oily ka ba, which is one of the reason ba't ka nagkakaroon ng pimple, ng mga acne, or mga hairy, oily scalp, because your skin has this sebaceous glands. So those are also part of your exocrine glands, meaning ng exo is outside. So this is a way for the body para itulak niya palabas yung mga hindi niya na kailangan sa katawan. So madidiscuss natin yan, how the overactivity of your sebaceous glands can cause problems in the skin, especially sa aspect ng dermatology. So aside from the layers of the skin, knowing the anatomy, na-discuss natin yung mga ibang parts, which is, we call them the accessory organs of the skin. So, what are these? Your hair. One of the purpose of your hair is for thermoregulation and also for protection ng pagpasok ng mga unwanted elements, materials, or even mga pathogens sa katawan natin. That's why if you'll notice, on your nose, you have your cilia. So yun yung mga hairs sa nose natin na nagtatrap na mga debris like dust, yung mga pollutants, and it also filters the air that you breathe in. Also, if you're hairy, you tend not to lose heat na mabilis. Hindi ka din masyadong ginawin kasi you have certain coverage on your body part. And also, it serves as a cushion against injury. Pero ito lang yung mga scratches, kumbaga para siyang nababuff ng skin. So imagine yung mga balbon. Kapag hinimas mo yung arms nila, di ba? So parang may bouncy feel kasi hindi direct naka-expose yung skin and it's the hair. And as you know, the hair is very strong. Parang the energy that or the force that the hair can support is multiplied 100 times than its strength. So you also have your nails. Sorry. So your nails is extension of your skin through your phalanges. So ang mga phalanges natin is our hands. So our phalanges on the upper arm are called fingers, right? Then you also have your phalanges on your feet. Fingers din sila, but it's on your foot. And also, your nails have different or specialized cells because it's made out of your collagen and keratin. These are still cells, but they harden to make that, to give us a protection, especially from pressure. And there are problems that arise because of our infection of the nail. Usually, these are caused by your fungal infections. So you have different parts of the nails kasi merong mga procedure na inooperahan yung nails natin, especially yung sa ating toenail. When you have your ingrown, meron dyan tinatanggal na part. So this part, ooperahan siya para hindi na mag-grow. Kasi when you have an ingrown, di ba sobrang sakit niya and pwede siyang ma-infect. Now, these are the types naman na caused by other reasons, especially fungal infections. And kapag yung mga pressurized, so like this one, hematoma, may nabuong dugo underneath your nail and the skin because there's pressure. So maybe naipit ng nails mo, so nagkaroon ka ng hematoma. So that's one term for blood clot or blood formation. Now, these are now the different diseases of the skin na usually lumalabas sa exam kasi very common. Or kahit derma ka or general practitioner na doctor or kahit nurse ka, you'll be able to identify or encounter this problem. So, pag sinabi mong pathophysiology, ito yung sakit or yung disease. Paano siya nabubuo, yung diagnosis niya, anong reason niya, saka ano yung presentation niya. When you say naman anatomy, it is locating the body part and the name of the specific body organ. So as you can see, yellow yung font niya because this is a medical term or scientific term. And then the codes enclosed in the parentheses, these are now your ICD-10. So sa exam, either sa anatomy and physiology or medical term, you either know the meaning or the origin kung saan nagmumula yung sakit. But in ICD, yung diagnosis, hahanapin mo naman yung codes. So within this lesson, I'm targeting na ma-relate nyo na it's not enough of knowing the codes. Kasi madali lang to. Like this one, hahanapin mo sa D. But how would you know what is a lipoma is kung hindi ka exposed, kung hindi mo naaral? So, dito, let's start. So, anything na lump, regardless naman siya ng size, and movable siya. So, kapag pinindot-pindot mo, hinawak-hawakan mo, para siyang, hindi naman nag-float, pero gumagalaw siya. So, that's what you call a lipoma. And usually, it's made out of fats. So, lipoma, hindi naman siya cancerous. But you need to know. That's why they will do a biopsy first, and then you can have it removed. So, the ICD is D17.9. So, pwede nyong ilista yung mga codes, i-google nyo, or kung ang priority nyo muna is mastering anatomy and physiology, you just focus on the meaning of the condition. So pag sinabi mo namang cutaneous, this is just a medical term, it means it's on the skin, usually on the surface, or ang affected lang ay skin. Diba sabi ko nga sa inyo, kanina meron tayong subcutaneous, meaning nasa ilalim ng skin. So etong cutaneous, usually it's on the upper part lang or dun sa surface. So you have your cutaneous candidiasis. So etong candidiasis is fungal infection fungi. So may sariling IC dito pag hinanap nyo. Now this naman, cutaneous larva migrans infection, para siyang egg larvae. So, meron yung tracing na yan, isipin nyo, i-compare nyo, para siyang bulate na nag-i-stay sa skin. Kaya ganyan yung kanyang effect. Kapag gumagalaw siya, hini-hemolyze niya yung surrounding nerves and yung blood nagplaklat. So, nagkakaroon ng hematoma na ganyan yung shape. Kasi para siyang bulate.
Good afternoon, sir.
When you say naman, hello, Stephanie. Welcome to week 3. Nakakakonting slides pa lang naman. So, more on medical terms pa lang tayo. So when you say naman adipose, it's mainly your fat. So the reason for your adipose tissue is for it to store and process yung mga fats mo. So lipids, that's synonymous to fats. Kung makikita nyo dito, anong relation daw ng gutom and regards to your hunger. So dito, si brain, magbibigay siya ng impulse sa katawan. Sabi niya, ay nagugutom ako. Kasi walang laman yung tiyan mo. Ngayon, pag wala kang kinain, kailangan ng katawan mo ng energy. Saan siya kukuha ng energy? Siyempre, dun sa mga nakastore sa'yo. Either sa fat or sa muscle. Alright? Di ba kakain ka ng kanin? Yung kanin mako-convert sa sugar. Tapos yung sugar na yon, kailangan yung body, si pancreas, magre-release ng insulin para sugar from the carbohydrates ng rice. Pero kung walang laman yung tiyan mo, may pagkukuhanan ka pa rin ng energy, which is yung mga nakastore na fat sa adipose tissue mo. Yung purpose ng integumentary system is for storing of energy. Kaya yung mga matataba, makakapal yung adipose tissue nila. Right? Di ba pag bumili tayo ng karne, ng baboy, makikita natin pag liempo, gusto natin hindi ganun kakapal yung taba. Pag sinigang naman, mas okay sa atin yung makakapal yung taba. Right? So ganun din sa tao. Your ichthyosis, the ICD code is Q80.9. Ito naman yung sobrang nag-harden yung mga skin cells mo. So, hyperkeratotic, ibig sabihin sumobra. Yung pag-harden ng keratin. Ano ba ang keratin? Imagine your nails. It has keratin. Ano ang texture ng nails? Di ba matigas siya? Compare mo sa balat ng braso mo, sa balat ng pisngi mo. So kanina nga sabi natin, the nail is part of your skin. Pero specialized cell siya. So dito, anong nangyari? Parang sumobra naman yung pagtigas ng keratin sa balat mismo. Instead na sa hair mo or sa nails, ayan, sa balat. So these are more of your dermatology problems.